Pioneer DJ just released the first DJ turntable with DVS control where you don't need the tone arm, as well as being a high-quality low-noise analog turntable for vinyl playback. Greetings, knowledge seekers, the force is with you. My name is PLX-CRSS12 and today I'm going to show you the brand new PLX-CRSS12 professional digital analog hybrid turntable. We're going to need some music to play, so let's grab some from the folks that made this video possible. This video is brought to you by Direct Music Service. Check out the description or the pinned comment below for discount codes.
PLX-CRSS12, may the force be with you.
As always, a full disclosure with the product launch. I am an official product demonstrator for Pioneer DJ and Alpha Theta brand. This video on my channel is a demo and not a review, but it's not done in collaboration or partnership with Alpha Theta. What's the difference? In my demo here, I get to share with you how I would use it and what I like about it. If you need a full in-depth technical breakdown, check out the overview video on Pioneer DJ USA's channel, which I'll leave right here. Now let's check out this turntable. To make it real simple, the CRSS12 is 3 units in one. It's an advanced tone arm-free DVS controller for Serato or Rekordbox. It features 4 MIDI mappable performance pads with 6 pad modes, and it's a premium quality professional analog playback device to mix real vinyl records. Like I said earlier, the PLX-CRSS12 is the world's first hybrid turntable with a tone arm-free DVS control and analog playback. It's matte black, so it's a little easier on fingerprints, and the design is reminiscent of the PLX-1000 turntable, but with the addition of the pad section, the Magvel clamp, the OLED display, along with the step pitch toggle. DJs who use DVS with Serato or Rekordbox, short for digital vinyl system, no longer have to worry about their needle or timecode record from skipping or wearing out. Interruptions from vibrations is eliminated because the timecode signal is generated internally from the unit rather than from a timecode record. The application button, right next to the OLED screen, allows you to choose a DVS tone optimized for Serato DJ Pro or Rekordbox. Right now it displays Serato, now it's on Rekordbox, and we can bring it back to Serato. The needle mode lets you quickly toggle between the DVS control tone and the analog playback of the signal. You can use any record you like, so if you have one that you really highly favor the feel, you're free to use that. In fact, if you forget your records to a gig, it's even possible to just use the slip mat to control it. This is made possible by the Magvel clamp, which is required for DVS control. When not in use, it magnetically sits between the platter and the tone arm, which you can simply pick it up and pop it on top of the spindle of your favorite record, and now you have full DVS control. The dial here on the top allows you to fine-tune the weight of the record, emulating different slip mat thicknesses. I have it all the way up to tight. Now let's loosen it. And now, look at that thing glide. You can also use the top of the clamp to perform tempo bends as you would traditionally with the spindle. With a larger surface, it's easier to use for beat matching. Now, while the Magvel clamp is required for DVS control, there are added benefits to using it with actual vinyl records. Let's switch the needle mode to analog. Now, while it's completely optional for analog playback, the Magvel clamp will help flatten slightly warped records while absorbing more vibrations. Okay, we don't want to get hit by copyright. Added to the improved power supply and vibration absorbing body, high quality playback of your favorite records will be maximized with as little noise as possible. Now let's switch back to digital while you hit that like button and subscribe button with that little bell icon so I can show you more cool music gear from my channel. With the pad section, you now have control of 4 performance pads. The 5 to 8 button allows you to switch for additional pads within a pad mode. So you're not just stuck to hotkeys 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can even get to 5, 6, 7, and 8. In Serato, in addition to hot cues, sampler, roll, and save loop, it also includes scratch bank and stem separation.
I wanna stand above the ocean tide.
Now here in the tempo slider section, you can mix with the widest BPM range with the tempo range toggle, allowing you to toggle between plus minus 8%, 16%, and 50%. Included is a tempo reset button that defaults the platter to 0% no matter where the tempo slider is set. Now, a new step pitch feature can lock the pitch slider to perfectly snap to half note intervals, allowing you to play musical notes with long tones. The strobe indicator was repositioned underneath the target light to make room for a dedicated motor off button. So instead of having the switch like on traditional turntables, you can still do a motor off just by clicking the motor off button. This leaves you with less obstruction from your hand around this area of the turntable. You also have a choice of 3 brake speeds with the start-stop button, as well as 3 torque options in the utility. So we'll leave the tone on. Here's brake speed number 1, brake speed number 2, and brake speed number 3. For torque settings, just hold deck, go into your utility. You control it with the pads. Scroll over to torque adjust, press shift to enter, and then you can toggle between low, which is a more classic turntable feel, or high, more like the PLX-1000, or something in between if you set it to mid. Press shift to lock it in. Now that you got a good idea what the CRSS12 is about, here's a few things to note about how it works. The DVS control tone is independent of the USB connectivity. The USB is for the pads and some display information. If you don't have the right USB cable, or if you don't have a hub with enough room on it to plug it in, you can still use the turntable's DVS control because it goes through the RCA output. In fact, the control tone itself isn't tied to any specific version of the DJ software. So DVS-wise, you can even use this with Serato Scratch Live. And if you are using an old DJ software, you can just MIDI map the buttons to whatever you like. And it's also a good time to mention that it has a USB Type-C port, and it includes a USB-C to A cable. A C to A is great for plugging the PLX-CRSS12 to a built-in hub on the back of a mixer like the DJM S11 or the DJM S7. And lastly, the Magville clamp will be available for purchase separately, so you can buy a replacement or a spare. If you want to see my performance video with the CRSS12, follow this video right here, and I'll see you in the next video.
Pray on your knee. May the force be with you.